too. Like I said, Jazen, you are the public relations director for my new graphic novel. It is about blah, blah, blah. Tell me what 5 steps I should take to promote this and gain awareness for it right now through Instagram or TikTok, whatever, and see what you get spit out to you.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, and I'm gonna do that within the next hour. All right. So I'm on it.
Your fans, you can also do a giveaway with your fans. I'm gonna randomly give away 10 copies, and the person who, posts what they like best about the character or some kind of way to, since they already are following the character, that 10 super fans who say if they share the announcement with 5 others, send me the names of 5 other accounts that I could share this with on your behalf. I'll send you a free copy.
Okay. Yeah.
The whole key right now is awareness.
Yeah.
The key right now is awareness.
Okay. All right. So I'm definitely gonna. I'm like I said, I'm taking note, and I'm gonna add that everything that you just said, and I'm gonna have a whole campaign mapped out for this next 60 days.
Okay.
All right.
The time people are, buying, here's the season, as they say.
Yep. Thank you. I definitely appreciate it.
Sure.
And I'll be checking in.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. I'll be heading to Oklahoma Wednesday for Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
Tuesday of next week.
All right. Well, safe journeys, and then and I'll be like I said, I'll check in with you very soon.
Okay, sounds good, Naseed.
All right. Take care.
All right, you too.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. Here we go. Peace and blessings, peace and blessings, peace and blessings. This is Naseed Gifted coming to you live from the Phocused Black podcast. Unfortunately, today our co-host Dilettante J. Bass, who's my co-host, was not able to make it. We have an exciting show for you today. Today is episode 32. Episode 32, where we're going to be looking at AfroTech 2024, shaping tomorrow's Black innovation. Join us, journey with us. Let me take that back. Journey with us to the AfroTech conference in Houston, Texas, where we explore the latest in Afrofuturism, technology, and innovation. In this episode, we reflect on the presidential election, impact on Black America, and discuss the path forward post-election. So this past week, we had the opportunity to go to AfroTech 2024 in Houston, Texas, man. It was a phenomenal event, man. When I'm talking about will.i.am, T.I., I mean, anyone you could think of, I mean, from the hip hop world to, you know, your tech gurus like X and a number of others, man. I was on the ground floor, you know, just kind of talking to people, getting insights, learning. Because, you know, I'm always a forever learner. I'm always forever learner, you know, within all of these spaces and learn so much about, you know, when we talk about AI, we talk about tech, we talk about recruitment. You know, I'm an educator by day, so I'm a school administrator. So I want to stay tapped in, you know, with all of the new tech that's going on, but also want to be tapped into the trends, because we had a podcast couple of weeks ago where we talked about, you know, tech disruption and all of the layoffs, but also just kind of tying into, you know, what's new on horizon. And of course, one of the big things that they were talking about and the things that we were focused on was AI. We talk about artificial intelligence, of course. So this was my first time to Houston, Texas, besides being on a layover. So that was an experience in itself. The food was phenomenal. I found some vegan restaurants out there to be able to. Oh man, I had a veggie gumbo from this one truck. They was cooking alligator. They had everything. I was like, wow, you know, I'm not into any of that, but that veggie gumbo, man, it was phenomenal. It had a nice little kick to it, you know, spice. Man, they topped it off with some crackers and everything, man. Yeah, that was definitely phenomenal. So the food, the culture, the one thing I didn't get a lot of this. I didn't get to see a lot of the city, so that was something that I didn't get a chance to tap into. But I was definitely impressed. I definitely want to go back for AfroTech 2025. You know, there's a number of stages that I was able to attend and people I was able to meet, man. You know, like when you can reach out and touch someone, that is something that you want to be able to do. But when we talk about Blacks in tech, you know, AfroTech is definitely it. And I want to show you guys, you know, the experience that I had. Then I'm gonna come back in and, you know, and then we're going to talk about, you know, the reflections of AfroTech. So we're going to tap in. I'm going to bring you up to date. You know, there is like I said, there's a number of people that hit the stage. You know, I didn't get a chance to even see all of the individuals that was there. We actually even had a takeover, the Futures Black podcast takeover by Corporate Aaron, who I met, was a phenomenal individual. You know, you'll see the clip in there of her, but I got a chance to tap into a number of individuals, but I would be remiss if I didn't get a chance to, and I'm gonna reflect on this later on, but one of the biggest highlights that I was actually able to do was I interviewed a young lady, and I have so many interviews. We have so many interviews from this conference that we're gonna actually have to do two parts, right? We want to show a piece this week, and then we'll show another piece next week when we do the podcast. But this one young lady, she was very reluctant, you know, to speak on the podcast. You know, we're just kind of trying to get a sense of who you are, where you're from, and why you are here at AfroTech 2024. And she was a little reluctant. She did her take, she did her interview, she did a phenomenal job. At the end of the conference for that particular day, I see the young lady again, but she's with another young lady. And this other young lady was like, wow, you look like you were my principal. And I was like, yes, I was your principal. And just to kind of speak to, you know, impact, when you talk about impact and what you do and the seeds that you set and so this young lady who just graduated from college, computer science major, is moving down to Houston, Texas and everything, making that her home from Newark, New Jersey, you know, got a 4-year full ride from Malcolm X Shabazz High School, was a part of our computer science, Gerald Lawson's Gerald Lawson's video game and app development academy. So, being able to touch on that, and most likely was in Miss McFadden's class 4 to 5 years ago. So, man, shout out to Miss McFadden. Shout out to this young lady who's doing a phenomenal job. But like I said, I wanted to make sure I reflected on that, because that was one of the highlights of this actual conference. And from that point forward, I want to kind of get you guys tapped in, and we're going to reflect in a minute. Let us know. Thank you for tuning in. We are definitely, elated with the responses that we've been getting over the past, we're almost running on a year. So this is episode 32. We've been consistent and we've been pushing forward. So I'm glad that we're able to do that. And I'm ready to show you guys this clip, man. I'm excited. Hopefully you guys get a lot out of this, but there is so much in tech that can't be covered in this one night. So what we want to do is give you, of course, a clip of this, and then kind of stay tapped in. All right. Peace. We go. Peace and blessings, everyone. This is Naseed Gifted reporting live from the Futures Black Podcast. Hey, man, we're at AfroTech 2024, where we're looking at and capturing greatness. We got all of this black excellence that's going on here at AfroTech 2024. We're going to be capturing interviews throughout the evening. This is day four. We're in the Expo Center. We're learning about AI. We're learning about a whole bunch of phenomenal stuff, here at AfroTech 2024, man. Definitely stay tuned, stay connected, and looking forward to, showcasing all of this.
I'm David Odom. I'm from the University of Houston, and I'm here looking for a software engineering internship.
Hello, my name is Stephanie Wosu. I go to University of Houston downtown. I'm here mostly looking for a game design and game programming internship. I'm also here to see other people, meet other people, and connect with everybody, really, because everyone here is in tech, and they're black. It's great.
Hello, my name is Kwame Porter, and I'm from North New Jersey. I'm the founder and executive director of the North-based nonprofit called Brothers Building a Better Nation. Brothers Building a Better Nation was founded with a mission to dismantle systemic barriers, causing young men in our community to either engage in self-harm or be at risk of self-harm. So I came out here to AfroTech Houston in 2024 to find other like-minded individuals that's in tech to help us build more sustainable systems, to help the brothers in our neighborhood, as well as their communities, to be able to build more sustainable systems. So systems such as data collection, to be able to see how we can chart the return on impact when it comes to the programs that we're doing. So ultimately, we're here to make a call to action to all the brothers and sisters of tech to help us build systems so we can have a better tomorrow in our community. This is Kwame Porter once again, Brothers Building a Better Nation, coming to you at AfroTech 2024 here in Houston, Texas.
Hi, my name is Raina Garcia. This is my first time at AfroTech and in Houston. I'm just here with my mom because she had, a little extra time to bring me. And I was really excited to be here. I've met a lot of amazing people and just feel really inspired as well. I'm from Jersey.
Hi, my name is Saida and I'm from Purdue University and I'm looking for internships.
Hi, my name is Sarah. I'm going to University of Washington and I'm looking for PM internships. To secure the bag.
To secure the bag, but then also meet other Black people in tech, because I feel like we need to build a big community of Black people in tech just to support each other and, just show everybody that it can be done.
Think about scalability as building products, specifically AI systems, that can scale across geographies, across cultures, and within communities. So as you are reframing and trying to gain support or messaging, use that language instead and watch how much easier it becomes to do the exact same work, just in a different wrapper or in a different context.
I couldn't agree more, because with me being the voice and personality of Spotify's AI DJ, right? When we were doing it, I didn't even consider the fact that like I was a black man in the sense of like, oh, Spotify is making this black voice. So when it was time for launch, I made sure that we never even mentioned that. Like I didn't talk about that in the press because I didn't want it to be about, like then it would turn into, instead of having this dope product, right? This product innovation, then it's about like, oh, is Spotify trying to do some DEI type of thing? And it's like, I'm not the voice because they try to do some DEI thing. I'm the voice because I'm the dopest. Like, and that's how we got to walk in that and walk with that.
Yeah, just been hacking at it, since then. So I'm 29 now, and hack at it since I was 18.
So the series really focuses on tech,
right?
Which we know is changing every single day. Talk about the inspiration for why you wanted to have that be the theme of the show.
Well, it was very interesting because I was like working out one time and I felt like I got like this download of just information, just something I wanted to do. I was watching a documentary about like the rivalry between like Netflix and Blockbuster a couple of weeks before. I was like, that had to be like a very interesting time where physical media felt this true threat.
It's hurtful to me that a lot of people don't go along with that agenda, people that I love, people that are righteous people, but they're just not possible. Acquiring nuclear plants to power its AI. Right? It's reality. So 4 years ago, reality, LA, we had a heat wave. And on the news, it was like, hey, it's hot. Y'all better be mindful on your air conditioning. Don't have the air conditioning blasted all day, but you have the power efficiency concerns. You might have a blackout.
Peace and blessings, man. I just got an opportunity to meet with this brother, Leonard Tatum, man. He's doing some phenomenal stuff. We're here at AfroTech 2024, man. Let people know who you are and what you're doing here at AfroTech 2024, brother.
Yeah, of course. My name is Leonard Tatum. I'm the founder of Tatum Games, and we are Google services for game developers. So we help game developers build their products, secure their products, and find success.
Oh, wow, man. Wow. Yeah. How do you get into this? How do you get into the tech field, man? Because we have a lot of members in our community who may be frowned upon with the tech industry, and we know that this is the largest growth market within the next 10 to 20 years. How did you, gain your interest and get your foot in the door within this industry?
Yeah, 100%. So my background is in computer science. I've worked as a software engineer for 25 years. Oh, wow. I've worked at companies and built products for like Tesla, NASA, Genentech, Fox, NBCU, some of many large companies. And eventually I started Tatum Games because I wanted to do more. I want to make gaming more equitable, but at the same time, I want to give back to my community. And so we do a lot of things as far as hosting events, upskilling, teaching game development. We do a lot of giveaways. At the last event, we gave away free computers. We're going to be having another event. It's called Tatum Tech. It's going to happen in March. We're going to be giving away over 100 computers, and we're giving it back to kids and teens in underserved areas, and hoping to encourage them to take video game as a serious career path.
Oh no, man, that's super powerful. How can people reach you and support your efforts?
Yes. You can email me at leonard.tatum@tatumgames.com. And of course, you can find me on LinkedIn as well. Just search for Leonard Tatum.
Oh, man, thank you, man. Thank you for your time, and thank you for your energy and putting this into the universe for our community.
Yes, of course. I appreciate you, bro.
Yep.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Alan Thornton. I am the founder of the 40 Acre Conference, and it's a pleasure to be here at AfroTech. I'm also a VP at Gen AI, and we have a book coming out, plug for everything, called AI is the New Underground Railroad. coming out, and we're doing a book signing MLK weekend. But our goal is to help the next generation with AI, because that is the new frontier, and getting people to the next level, because it truly is the biggest way for us to get and decrease the wealth gap that we
When corporate Aaron crashes the Futures Black podcast.
But I just think it's kind of awesome for me to just kind of swing in here, kind of update some people about some meetings and some critical information. So thank you so much for being here and kind of setting this up so I can go ahead and have a Zoom. Is it okay if we're here for 6 hours? Okay, so this meeting is going to go the full 6 hours, okay? I know we're in the expo floor. Thank you so much for letting me use your tech. I'm not paying you, so I just kind of want to keep that clear, okay? But I'm going to back up. This is my assistant. She's on a performance improvement plan. We're working kind of through this collaborative effort here. I need you to back up. Oh, feet. I need you to back up. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Okay, great job. Good job with the setup here. You're doing content? You're doing great. Sorry, we just kind of took over your space here. Okay, awesome. Well, my name is Corporate Aaron, and I'm the manager of the managerial logistics for Management McManagement.
Thank you.
And who are you?
I'm Naseed.
Hey.
I'm the co-host of the Phocused Black Podcast.
Oh, the Phocused Black Podcast, and that's what this is. This is mine now. I am your captain now.
Peace and blessings, peace and blessings. This is Naseed. Get there live at AfroTech, Houston, Texas, 2024. This is the Futures Black Podcast. This is where Black and tech and Afrofuturism all meet. There's a ton of recruiters. There's a ton of opportunities that's going on for the community. So if you haven't been here, make sure you check it out. This is AfroTech 2024, Houston, Texas, man. Look at all this greatness. Look at all this greatness in the room, man. You're going to be hearing from us. We're going to get a number of people to do interviews about what they're doing, how founders and everything else that is involved in technology and the future of tech. So we're going to be doing that throughout the week. We're going to be doing that throughout the week. So thank you guys for tuning in. Peace.
Hi, this is Pramod Matthew. I'm representing CoreLogic here at AfroTech. We are here to recruit great talent. CoreLogic, if you don't know, if you have ever brought a home, sold a home, paid taxes, you've most probably used our services behind the scenes. So there's a lot of opportunities. We are working hard to make the real estate industry smarter and faster. And we need your help. So please come look for opportunities at CoreLogic. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. Hey, how you doing? My name is Reggie Sneed, coming all the way from Tampa, Florida, by the way of Fort Valley, Georgia. I came to AfroTech this year, and really this is my first time coming. So I came here this year so I can network with a lot of people. We at Microsoft, as I work for Microsoft, we had a booth as well. So I was able to talk to a lot of people, connect with a lot of people from different areas, different backgrounds, just to show them what it takes to get into tech. So I'm glad I made the trip. Glad I've been here all 3-4 days of AfroTech, and I just love being here. Thank you, Reggie Sneed. Out.
I'm Darren Andrews from Miami, Florida. I'm very happy to be here at AfroTech. I'm representing my company, that's the Archipelago LLC, and I'm also an affiliate of Microsoft. And this was a very interesting experience, networking with very diverse and intelligent individuals, and also basically getting a feel of the extensive reach of the Black community in tech, Blackanology, and just basically helping to posit my ideas and ideals to others, while also absorbing the knowledge that they had to share with me. I'm very thankful for this experience, and I'm looking 100%.
There you go. There you go, everyone. That was AfroTech 2024, man. I mean, like I said, it was a phenomenal experience. Being able to not only support, the tech community, but also being able to support those Black businesses, Soul Food Vegan, which is a phenomenal spot. So if you're in Houston, Texas, make sure you check that out. I wanted to make sure I gave them a shout out because the food was phenomenal. I had a mushroom po' boy that was out of this world. It was definitely out of this world, man. That I had some Cajun pasta. I mean, I went in over there. I definitely went in. So just reflecting on AfroTech 2024. I mean, besides the learning, the networking opportunities, there was a ton of recruiters that were, providing opportunities. So there was a large college population, people who are looking to transition into tech. If you're looking to get insight and learn what's new, what's on the horizon, AfroTech was definitely the conference to be able to do that. And even I didn't even go to any parties. I went to a ton of networking events, and all of the networking events from Lockheed Martin, Microsoft, as you can see, AfroTech and Vibes, Black Men in Tech, Black Tech community. There was a ton of opportunities going on throughout this whole thing. I mean, the one thing I can try to compare it to is NSBE. I was a part of NSBE when I was in college and also attended a number of the conferences. But this is like a grown and sexy version of NSBE, right? So NSBE is the National Society of Black Engineers. So this is a grown and sexy version of NSBE, but also it had, that element where if you are entry level, if you're a more seasoned vet, you can definitely get the opportunities that's available. The one thing I did want to see, and if I have a critical analysis of, what I didn't see enough of, I didn't see enough founders. We had a founders lane. There was a founders row, and I went through that. I didn't see enough founders, so enough Black and tech companies, that was actually recruiting. I saw a ton of corporations being able to tap in, and being able to make connections, like with Quelle TV, where we're looking to extend a partnership, for not only KHEM FEST, but a platform to showcase the greatness within animation, because we get so many submissions from across the African diaspora for the KHEM Animation Film Festival. So, being able to have partners and being able to team up with individuals, Netflix, you had Riot Games, you had Capital One, you had a number of individual, SpaceX, Roblox, all of these things that my young people love to tap into. And then also my post graduate or alumnus from Science Park, want to be able to have opportunities. These companies were providing internships, for individuals who are in the computer science, data analysis, computer engineers, software engineers, electrical engineers. They had it all there. And then, of course, if you were into AI, you could definitely learn. So it was definitely a learning platform, a learning space to be able to connect with people. And then they actually had these lounge spaces where once you did your learning, you need to decompress, you need to, be able to send something to work, need to do some work, you actually had these spaces to be able to do that, man. So that was something that I found that was super, super phenomenal. And if you ever been to Houston, Texas, if you've been to AfroTech, put down your experience of what you found and what you got out of the conference. I'm definitely looking forward to being a part of 2025. They actually already started putting information out, so I'm definitely looking forward to tapping in. And I just wanted to kind of recap that. And next week we'll go into some of the other interviews of the individuals who were part of this phenomenal conference and everything. But I want to be able to show you. And then one more thing. I didn't see I'm a blurb by nature, and because I'm a blurb, I'm always looking for what's new in tech, right? So I'm looking for more tech at AfroTech. So, I got a lot out of the work, the panels and in the workspaces and everything. But I just wanted to be able to kind of step in there and be wild with tech as well. So I didn't see a lot of that. Snapchat actually has a lens. I forget the name of the lens, but I got a chance to interact with that. Did a number of other things. Got some what do you call it? Headshots. I got some headshots done. Like little things like that. Got a lot of insight from the AI stages, some of the other stages. Just listening and learning. And X is my new favorite individual for when it comes to artificial intelligence. If you don't know, please tap into X. X is a phenomenal. She did a panel with Xavier Jurgen. If you didn't see that, make sure you rewind. Make sure you listen to the entire thing. I know they're going to probably do some of the panels or stages as a rebroadcast and content on AfroTech, so make sure you stay tapped into that. But also X did an interview on Earn Your Leisure, so definitely look at that, watch that, and take notes. Definitely take notes. If you wanted to get insight on how to get started with AI, in a number of these platforms, she provided a ton of resource. When I tell you I need to go back in, I took notes, but I need to go in and watch it 2 to 3 times in order to get all of this knowledge, So they were giving out the goods, they were giving out the greatness of how to not only learn about AI, how to interact with it, how to help it grow your business, how to help it, organize your content, like all of the resources and everything to be a better prompt engineer when it comes to that stuff, man. That's that. So enough of that with AfroTech, man. If you didn't get a chance to experience, make sure you definitely tap in. Once again, this is the Futures Black Podcast, and we are appreciative, and we would definitely don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Refer this to a friend. Make sure you tap in. And then also next week, we're definitely showcase part 2 of AfroTech with that. So with that, I want to kind of tap into, we know what it is for Black America when we get into all of this, post-election. What are your feelings about, we know that Donald Trump won the election, right? And a lot of people are talking about moving, leaving the country, doing all of this stuff. I want to kind of go through the poll results, and and generally we don't talk about politics on this. This is all about Afrofuturism, but I'm talking about the Afrofuturistic side of this whole thing, but I want to definitely, like I said, I want to kind of look at the polls real quick, what the results were. And if you look at these results, and this NBC News, and I was just going through, I was combing through the data, I'm a data analysis. You look at males, where we talk about males, 41% voted Democrat, 55 voted Republican. Women, 53% voted Democrat, 45% voted Republican. We talking about these are the popular votes. 71% of the white population, 41% actually voted Democrat, 57% voted Republican. For Black, which makes up 11% of the population, 85% overwhelmingly voted Democrat, which is Kamala Harris, and 13% voted for Donald Trump. So, and then when we get to Latinos, Hispanic or Latino or Latinx, 52% voted Republican. Democrat, and 46% voted Republican. Asian, 54, 39. Others, 42, 54. Also, going down, getting, if you're white, 41% voted Democrat, 57% voted Republican. Non-white, 64% voted Democrat, 33% voted Republican. Breaking it down to white men, which is 34% of the population, 37% voted Democrat, 60% voted Republican. White women, 45% voted Democrat, 53% voted Republican. Black men, 77% voted Democrat for Kamala, 21% voted for Donald Trump. And then black women, 91% overwhelmingly voted Democrat and 71% voted Republican. Latino men, 43, 55. Latino women, 60 and 38. And then all other races, 48 and 46. And then we talk about the age groups, 18 to 29, 54% Democrat, 43% Republican. For 30 to 44, 49, and 48, which is a little almost even, 45 to 64. You got, that's 35% of the population. 44 Democrat, 54% Republican voted for Donald Trump. 65 and older, which is 28%, which is 49% Democrat voted for Kamala Harris. 49% voted for Donald Trump. So, you know, based on the group that you're in and everything. And then those were just some of the stats, you know, and I want to know, what are your feelings about that? You know, was Kamala Harris, you know, set up to fail from the beginning? You know, she ran a great race, you know, with regards to this. You know, she raised almost $1 billion in 100 days, man. Who would have thought that, you know, someone can actually do that? And you know, as far as the campaign and being in on issues, and, you know, there was a number of things that, you know, like when you're listening, I just want to know what you guys feel about that. And then how is this going to affect Black America as a whole? You know, because we always are, we know how to adapt. We know how to push through. We know going through the struggle. You know, I know there was a lot of people who are disappointed about the election and the election results. But one thing I will say, and just based on the poll, when we want to come together on a united front on something, we definitely can. So I want to be able to say that we need to keep that same energy to be able to control our local politics, to be able to control our businesses, to be able to develop tech companies and things, you know, centered around Afrofuturism and everything that is going to be in control for the next 10 to 20 years. We want to be able to do that. We want to be able to tap into these resources and be able to provide solutions for our community and our community at whole. You know, there's leveraging these avenues, you know, within tech, within and, you know, and creating the future that we want. One of the things that I saw at AfroTech, and he was talking about create the future that you want to live in. That's what Afrofuturism is, being able to create the future that you want to live in. And I mean, that's it in a nutshell. So we want to be able to create the future that we want to live in and be able to, you know, kind of tap into that. You know, we still need to synergize. We still need to come together as a community to be able to build the future that we want to see. We definitely want to do that. So I need you guys to keep that same energy, to be able to combine on the same fronts, get a mojo. You know, we're about to come into the holiday season. So, you know, you need to reflect on those Kwanzaa principles where we talk about first harvest, right? The first harvest. Those Kwanzaa principles are principles that you could use to dictate your life, to be able to live your life by. You know, the cooperative economics, unity, faith. You know, all of those different things is something that we definitely need within our community, and we need to strive and thrive within that. You know, so with that, I want to thank you guys for all tuning in to the Futures Black podcast. We got some other stuff. I believe this is going to be the last show. Next week will be the last show for the season, unless we do something super phenomenal. I know Art Basel is coming up, so I want to give a shout out to all of the artists that are doing some phenomenal work, and that's going to be a part of that. We may be doing an activation. I'll let you know next week if we're going to follow up and follow through with that. You know, I learned a lot of things, you know, within this last week, you know, that I didn't know. And part of that is because I'm always a student. I'm a student for life. I'm a student for life. So anyone who's tapping in, you know, there's always something that you can learn, you know. And as far as technology is concerned, you know, you're going to have to adapt. You're going to have to adjust, and you're just going to have to dive in, you know, just play with this stuff. You know, my first experience with ChatGPT, I just played with it. You know, I put in some prompts, you know, I watched a couple of YouTube videos, and then I was all engaged. And now, as far as virtual assistants, you want to kind of get outlines, you could use it as a resource. One of the things we were talking about, and that was part of, shout out to the Black Writers Symposium that was at the 12th annual Black Writers Symposium that I was a part of at Essex County College in Newark, New Jersey. That we had a big debate about AI and the tool or the weapon. I'm always saying that it will be a weapon if you don't learn how to use it as a tool. But when it comes to these deep fakes and people are using it as a way to circumvent the artist, right? To circumvent the artist, I'm totally against that, because that is I'm an artist myself, and to be able to use that as a tool to do that, I look at all of this stuff as ways to enhance and to be able to save time, but not as a way to bootleg and circumvent the actual art or the creative process. We can't circumvent the creative process. We need authentic work. We need work that is done by human beings, and this is why you can't copyright AI artwork or anything like that, because it is not authentic and is not original and is actually pulling from other individuals. So you can't do that, just make sure you just tap in. If you have questions, make sure you make sure you comment, with your questions or whatever, as far as the tech. We like to, and if you have an experience that, you want us to be able to showcase or whatever, please, comment below. Make sure you comment below. Make sure you stay tuned to the Futures Black podcast each and every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Man, I'm excited, man. I'm thankful that we are able to come here. And before I even forget, this weekend we are launching Jazen, the rose that grew from the concrete. And I want to just show you this quick clip for that. And we're going to actually have a book signing at Source of Knowledge this weekend. So stay tuned. So that's the newest project from PBS Media Studios, Jazen, the rose that grew from the concrete. We're actually going to be doing a book signing this weekend at the Source of Knowledge this weekend from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. That's 867 Broad Street. Make sure you, if you haven't gotten the graphic novel, make sure you tap in, man. This is our Afrofuturism adventure where we talk about Jazen's journey. We talk about oncology. We talk about a research oncologist who has made a breakthrough for the cure for cancer, and because of that, finds herself handcuffed, almost dead, being questioned by authorities about shooting on a Renaissance City turnpike involving anti-terrorism squad troopers, the death of 2 anti-terrorism squad troopers. And that whole journey we talk about, there's a lot of symbolism. It's a blend of art, science, poetry, all blended into a unique and dynamic story with some captivating visuals, man. We're going to actually have performances from the actual book, with regards to the spoken word. You're going to get some insights on the creative process. The editor-in-chief, who was a part of this project, is going to be there, talking about just how we came up with the project, man. And I remember just, doing the research on oncology. So if for those of you who do not know, when we talk about oncology, we talk about that's the study of cancer, right? So oncologists study cancer, and research oncologists, of course, study cancer and try to develop the cure. And Jazen Scott, who is the protagonist in this story, is the one who actually, and we actually use some real science within this, like I know it's a fictional story and it's set in the near future, but there is a lot of science and there's a lot of stuff that, you know, that is very, very factual. And that was one of the things that we wanted to do, you know, as far as the research. I mean, this story kind of, you know, hits home for those of you in the universe who have lost someone because of cancer, this vicious disease. You know, I am, you know, one of those individuals who also not only lost people that were close to me, you know, because of cancer, and had a number of family members, have loved ones, you know, like all of this stuff, and want to, you know, definitely be an advocate for, you know, the search for the cure, you know, because this story hits home. And just doing the research, you know, talking to individuals who are, you know, oncologists, my aunt who was a nurse for 30 years, working, you know, at the cancer center and everything. And, you know, there's just like so much, you know, and then to see individuals who are fighting this disease and fighting for their lives, and, you know, some people who are survivors, you know, my mother is an actual survivor of cancer, and, you know, and I'm grateful that she is still here to be able to share her story, and she will actually be at the book signing on Saturday as well. So I mean, I will be remiss if I didn't, you know, kind of talk about those things, man. But that is, you know, like some of the insight of, you know, where the story kind of comes from and why it's super, super, you know, touching to the heart of, you know, what we did and what we wanted to put together, you know, and we wanted to create this immersive Afrofuturism experience. So Saturday, you know, 11/23/24 is going to be this Saturday at Source of Knowledge, 867 Broad Street, 867 Broad Street. So make sure you definitely tap in. Don't tap out. Tap in, don't tap out, you know. And those sisters, Patrice and Masani, you know, I want to give them a shout out because they've been doing the work, you know, as far as Source of Knowledge and providing the community with a platform to be able to showcase not only the greatness in, you know, Black literature, but, you know, just providing culture and community for the community, unity within the community. So I want to thank them for that. And with that, we're going to close out, you know, next week. Make sure you tap in. You know, I'll give reflections from the book signing as well as part 2 of AfroTech, part two. We have a number of other interviews with that. And with that, we're going to close out. So once again, thank you guys for all tapping in. You know, we're always grateful. You know, this is the Futures Black Podcast. You know, my name is Naseed Gifted with my co-host, Dilettante J. Bass, who will definitely most likely be here next week. And we're ready, man. So thank you guys for tapping in. You know, don't forget to, you know, learn as much as you can learn and be better than what you were yesterday. And we will always want to create the future that we want to live in. And that's why the future is Black. And with that, we're going to sign out. Peace.